Hello and welcome back. We've been playing some games over here, and they've been of the 1,000 point variety. I didn't take any battle reports, but I did do one solo one that I'm going to be putting up as soon as I can get it pulled down from the cloud. But I just wanted to talk about the dwarf guilds and how they're going so far. We're about to get the third release. And before I get into that, I just want to give you my thoughts on the Dwarf Guild so far. And this is my 1,000 point list. I have a Dwarf Champion with a Champion Rifle, Plasma Sword. And then I've got Dwarf Warriors. They've got 2 Rail M rifles in there. 1 Sergeant with a Plasma Pistol and Plasma Sword. But the big thing is they got medical training and a spectrum scanner because I want them to hit what they shoot at. They're only 4-4, which is good, but I don't want it to make it any difficult. And now with the new rules, it's actually not going to be difficult because of the quality. It's just I don't want to give up the defense because my armor piercing, other than the Rail M and the plasma pistol, are not particularly high. Everything else is just AP 0, really. For the regular rifles. Then I've got thunder support. I've got the heavy machine guns, which have AP 1, a lot of shots. They're pretty tough. And the machine gunners have the spectrum scanner to help them against targets that are in cover. Thunder support don't need it because their mortars are indirect, so cover doesn't help with the mortars, against the mortars. And then I've got the APC with a minigun on there, and it's basically you get 6 shots of AP1 at a 24-inch range. The big thing is the transport, and my strategy is to have the thunder support offer long-range support, and then put all my dwarf warriors and my champion in the APC, move it up as fast as I can, and get these dwarves in action as quickly as possible. And it's very effective. To have that minigun, you're fast, you come in, you shoot some stuff that may be a problem, reduce it a little bit so they can't blow up the transport before you can get your guys out. And even if they do a dangerous terrain check, which is not bad. Not too bad anyway. It's like you got a defensive 2. You're taking hits on everybody. Anyway, once you dump these guys out, I wanted them to have 24-inch range because they're slow, and I don't want anybody to be out of range and just keep shooting them while they're out of range. So I have pretty long range and powerful weapons on the dwarves, and they do most of the damage. And I've been winning a lot of games. I actually feel like they're overpowered in a sense because the APC dwarf combo is really excellent. I'm a little disappointed in the thunder support. They don't seem to be pulling their weight as far as kills are concerned. The APC and the Dwarf Warriors do so much killing. And the thunder support can under certain circumstances, but the mortars just don't seem to be doing anything except making sure that they can't hide and then pop out and shoot you and so forth. They're just there to, excuse me, to make the enemy a little bit uncomfortable. So that's my 1,000 point army list. Excuse me. So the second round, you've got the Guardians that came out. So here are the Guardians. They're a new unit, and I'm not too thrilled about them. They have short range. They're not really there to pack a punch. They're just there to basically take an objective, contest an objective, and be really cheap about it. They don't offer too much as far as offensive prowess. They're good defensively, just like anything else, and they're very, very cheap. But I'm not really interested in them. Instead, I like the Jetpack Warriors. So the Jetpack Warriors, when I go to my 1,500 for Wave 2, and I've been building these guys up, I'm still painting them, but now, instead of just having a Dwarf Champion with my Warriors and a Dwarf Champion with Jetpack Warriors, and I get 10 of each, and I drop the machine guns on thunder support and add an attack vehicle, because you get an attack vehicle as well. But I really do like the jetpack warriors because they have ambush and they don't have slow. So you don't have to worry about them being, people getting out of range from them because you can automatically drop in range and then hit things at close range. But the real kicker, and I haven't tested this yet, I haven't played with this army yet, so what I'm looking to do is with these dwarf champions, I get battle lore. And that gives them a +1 armor piercing when shooting. So I do have a plasma pistol here that has AP4, and I load them up with iron shotguns, which are very short range. They get 2 attacks AP2, but if you put the battle lore, now it's AP3. And AP3 is really the sweet spot. You're not paying too much to get, but you're still going to be able to handle very tough items. So let's say they got a defense of 2, the best defense they can get. You got an AP3, then it's 3, 4, 5. Now they got to roll 5s to defend, and that is much more manageable. And most things, usually the best troops have a 3, which means now they're going to be rolling on 6s. Whereas if you have an AP of 4, there's going to be a lot of stuff out there that's wasted AP. So I really do like the AP2. And in addition to that, I took the glove pistols, so they get 2 attacks, and I got a whole bunch of them. I think, if I'm not mistaken, 6. Let's see. So jetpack warriors, something weird going on here. They're supposed to have more than 3 guys. Jetpack warriors, did they bump them down? No, they're supposed to be 5. So I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, you have jetpack warriors with the twin glove pistols. There should be 6 of them there total. And then we've got plasma pistol with a plasma sword, iron shotguns with shock gauntlets are to make sure that if anybody does get into close combat, these guys can at least cause a lot of problems for anything big. Flamer pistol to get some blast and reliable, because we're still a quality 4, which is good, but it's not wonderful. It's good enough, but reliable makes it to be a 2+, so that's awesome. And then plasma axe, which is deadly 3. You got AP2 deadly 3, so that can handle anything big, and with good armor. And then you got, of course, the twin glove pistols added in there against most of your enemies. You're trying to wipe out as many guys as possible. So all these twin glove pistols now are going to have AP1. So the more shots you get, the more you get to use that AP1, which is fantastic and makes things a lot easier. So I'm looking forward to seeing that strategy. And then, of course, you got the mortars just to make sure nobody runs and hides or whatever. APC to move those warriors around the battlefield. And this time I put a super heavy fusion rifle to deal with anything big. 1 shot, AP4, deadly 6. So that's a monster killer. So I like having that on there. And then, of course, the attack vehicle that has 2 shots of AP4, deadly 3. So it pretty much does the same thing as the APC. It just doesn't have transport, but it's got that nice fusion rifle on there that I can use to blow up big things or characters or something that are off by themselves. So that's what I'm looking at for the first 2 waves. And the third wave that we're looking at right now is we're going to get the battle tank, and I'm really looking forward to that. That looks like a lot of fun. And of the models that we're getting here, and this is a small release, we get a Berserker champion, Berserkers, and then the Hammer Elites, and a tank. So that's 4 things. Usually they give us 5, which is very strange, because if you look at the list as it stands, and maybe they're going to add something like they did with the Guardians, but they're saying that over here, when you go down, let me just click off of this, that they're going to release, let's see, in the future, Biker Champion, Bikers, and the Trike, along with the Power Suit Champion and Power Suit. So that's technically 5, even though you got 2 champions and then 3 units. they're going to use up all the champions, all the heroes, and then 3 more. And if you look at the list, so they got the Parasuit Champion, they got all the regular champions that are Rune Master, Jetpack, Combat Bike, Autogun. Oh, okay, yeah, on the Combat Bike. So those are all going to be done in December, and then the Berserk Veteran comes out in November. So that's it for all the heroes. They got the warriors, the guardians. They're coming out with the berserkers. So we're waiting on the Iron Veterans, the miners. We already got the Jetpack Warriors. Hammer Elites are coming out. And Sniper Team. Hold on, let me get it here. And Sniper Team. So miners, Iron Veterans, and Sniper Team are the only regular units left. That's 3. Because the Bikers Trike are coming out in December. We got the APC, we got the attack vehicle, and we got the artillery. So the only things that we have left are the assault drill, fortress tank, and dwarf walker. So that's really 3 things that we have left: snipers, miners, the elite one, the veterans, and then these 3 vehicles. So that's a release of 6. So last month they gave us 4, and then they in the schedule they're saying that they're going to have. Let's see if I can find it here. They're going to have dwarf guilds all the way through February. So either we're getting something new or we're going to get some small releases, which is kind of expected and would be very unfortunate because the 5 releases for fantasy, the 5 releases for sci-fi, grimdark are fantastic. It's such a great bargain. And I don't know, maybe they're just saying, well, maybe we can get away with spreading it out a little bit, and instead of raising our prices, we just cut back on the models. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. I just started doing this a couple months ago, and this is what's been happening. They've been releasing this on average, five things a month, and I really like it. And it looked like they would be done in January, and we would have seen what new army, which would have been exciting, that we got in February. We're going to find out on the podcast tomorrow that they're going to broadcast and see what they say about it. But yeah, that just seems strange that they've already told us in December that they're going to have the Parasuit Champion and the Biker Champion, and that's going to finish off the heroes in December. So there's going to be no more heroes for 2 months. And then all we're going to get is the Iron Veterans, the Miners, the Snipers, which is a really small, there's just 3 models. There's no way around it. I don't think there's any, there's no modifications on it. So it's just 3 models and that's it. Nothing else you can do with it. The Miners, they have a lot of options actually. And then the Iron Veterans, they have a lot of options. So they're solid. I could see them breaking them up in the months, but not the Snipers. Dwarf Walker, I mean, that's got some options. The Fortress Tank has some options. The Assault Drill doesn't. That's I don't expect that to be a overly flamboyant vehicle. I don't know, I could be wrong. Fortress Tank, yes, and Dwarf Walker seems pretty cool, but yeah, the Fortress Tank is the big one. And if they're getting rid of the exosuits, I thought the exosuit would come out with the Dwarf Walker. I thought that would make sense. But in January and February, we have 6 total models. Are they going to give us 3 and 3? That would be unfortunate. I think that's pushing it a little too far. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe the models are just amazing and got a lot of things going on with it. But that's what I've been looking at, and I'm not sure how that's all going to shake out. I guess we'll know more tomorrow about the dwarves, but I am enjoying them. I love the first wave. I thought that I'm having a ton of fun with them. Second wave, I'm about to have fun with them with 1,500 points. I still got 25 points I can still use. I haven't figured it out yet of where to put those 25 points, but I'd very much like to see the Jetpack Warriors in action. And here's what happens is that you've got 1 unit with the Warriors, 1 unit with the Jetpack Warriors, Thundersport APC attack vehicles. That's 1, 2, 3. 3 things are going to start off on the board. These 3 things. Jetpacks are going to be an ambush. These guys are going to be in a transport. So if I go up against an army that's got very few units also, I could hold back the warriors in that first turn in the APC to maintain a low unit count so that I can assure that first move in the second to drop the jetpack guys, do my alpha strike, and you know, get them maximized as much as possible. And then, of course, dump these guys out in turn 2 and just continue the onslaught. So those are the tactics that I'm looking at for the dwarves, and I am really, really looking forward to Wave 3 with the Berserkers. And the Berserkers, I would imagine, are going to take the place of the warriors in the APC. Maybe I'll make another APC, but I'm definitely going to make a battle tank. I want that heavy anti-tank gun on there. I'm going to make one. And the Iron Veterans, even though they're 3-3, they're high quality. I keep saying they're all about... Oh, no, they're not Iron Veterans. Excuse me. Where are they? The Hammer Elites, 3-3. They're great. The Magma, I think, takes away regeneration. So if I go up against a guy that likes... I think they're good to have... If you're doing a tournament and you got that sidebar, I think they're really good for the sidebar, but I'm just not sure they're good for all-comers army. So I'm going to hold off on the Hammer Elites and just focus on the Berserkers. I really like the Berserkers. You can make them go faster. You can give them regeneration. I always like regeneration on my units. I think that's a really good thing to have. Get regeneration, get your leader to make him go faster, because the Berserk veteran, he can be a Rage Lord. Let's see. And you don't need regeneration on him, but I think, let me see if I think you can get both of them. Yeah, you just get both of them. So he could be Cyber Augmented and Rage Lord, and that gets rid of slow for your Berserkers. But it really doesn't matter because I'm going to dump him in the APC and just let him go berserk on everybody. So I do like the Berserkers. When I go to 2,000 points, I plan on getting a full unit of Berserkers, a tank, and of course the Berserk veteran to lead them and make them go fast and get into combat and win, you know, blow up a bunch of big guys. Because Berserk veterans, they're 4 or 5. They're not very good defensively, but they jump out of the APC and do their thing. And let's see, where's the regular Berserkers? They get 2 attacks, AP1. They're furious, so you can, when you roll 6s, you double your hit. Slayer, you get +2 for things that are tough. So you want them to go up against vehicles, monsters, characters, whatever. So they're going to be an absolute menace, I think. So I'm looking forward to Berserkers. Also, you could paint them really wild because they're supposed to be very strange. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Berserkers and the tank in Wave 3. Trying to keep up with the painting, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying myself here. All right, moving on to Vampiric Undead. It just looks like another human army so far. I know that's going to change quite a bit in Wave 2 when we start getting all the skeleton stuff. But you have the Lord and the Lady that are going to be 1 and 2. Then you've got the regular infantry guy, the Bat Swarms, and then the Bat Beast, which I think is the big one. Because they have 2... let me go back to here. Age of Fantasy, Vampiric Undead. They've got 3 bat things. They got the bat, I think this is the one, the Bat Beast, because they got the Bat Horror. Or is it the Bat Horror? I think it's this one, the big one, even though this one is more points. Oh, okay. Bat Horror is a unit of 3. Okay, so this is the Bat Beast. So yeah, I think it's the Bat Beast, if I'm not mistaken. And that's your big model. And then you got the Bat Swarms, which are I think, better than most swarms, if I'm not mistaken. I kind of remember all the other swarms being 6/6, and these are 5/5. So that's pretty cool. Plus they get some defensive bonuses here. They're fast, flying, tough, undead, of course. So yeah, those look pretty cool. And the soldiers, there must be some synergy there because I haven't seen anything that makes them better or as good as, let's say, the soldiers for Empire. I'll have to take a closer look at that. Vampire Master does look great. They've got, very good casters. A lot of cool things that you can add on to them. A lot of different options. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 different. So that's 5 months of lords that you're going to get, and you're not going to get them, from what I understand, next one. It's going to be a necromancer, I think, next month. So yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of different models of this. I don't know if we're going to get a ghoul leader. I'm 99% sure we're not going to get an ancient banshee, ancient wraith, champion. I guess we'll get a champion, but maybe 50-50 on the ghoul leader. But these two things are, I pretty much guarantee they're not going. They're going to be in the ghostly undead or something. Zombies. Did they say that we're getting zombies? Let me check. I'd be kind of disappointed if we didn't get zombies. But they said skeleton champion, skeleton guard. Oh, skeleton champion. That's new. Skeleton guard, unless I'm just forgetting something. Zombie wolves, maiden wagon. So that's cool. So day the vampire. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we're doing. I think they're gonna. Let's see. Okay, necromancer. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Yeah, so we're back to 5 there, just like with the dwarf guilds. Biker champion. Dwarf Guild Trike, Bikers, that's 3, Champion, and the Guilds, that's 5. So good. Yeah, I like that. That makes me feel a lot better. Yeah, Skeleton Champion, would that replace the Ghoul Leader? I'm guessing, something like that. Let's see, is there a skeleton in here? I don't see anything. Yeah, so I think this is going to be totally revamped. I don't know about the zombies. We're already getting soldiers. Skeleton guard we're getting. I know we're getting archers, and I think we're getting regular, like these soldiers. They're going to be archers. Wraiths are out. Banshees are out. Getting the zombie wolves. I'm guessing we're getting skeleton knights, vampire knights. I'm guessing we're not going to get hex knights. We're already getting bat swarms. Giant bats I'm pretty sure we're going to get because it's going to be bat themed. No ghost swarms, no ghoul horrors. Oh, actually, maybe ghoul horrors, who knows. Bat horrors, probably. Werewolves, I'm guessing yes. Bat beasts we're getting. Bat dragon. That sounds awesome. I wonder what that's going to look like. Zombie dragon, maybe. Funeral coach, don't know. Because I'm looking at ethereal. I'm not sure we're going to get too many ethereals. Maiden chariot. They said we're going to get the maiden chariot, right? Maiden wagon. So yeah, that's ethereal. Corpse wagon I would expect to get. Ghost chariot I would expect not to get. I don't know. I don't know what this is. A lot of stuff here, and they said they're going to break it up between, let's see, ghostly undead and the vampiric undead. Try to make them more distinct. So we'll see what happens as far as their releases are going to go. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying yourself with this stuff as much as I am. The battle report that I have, that's just a solo 1000. It's nothing special. I basically just try to do it all in one shot to show you how fast it is just to play a solo game. And I was pretty surprised with the results. So thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time.